The International Criminal Court wasn't short of material when it came to issuing an arrest warrant for Vladimir Putin over war crimes in Ukraine. Kyiv's General Prosecutor's Office has registered more than 60,000 cases against Russian forces, and these continue to grow by the day. Victoria Andrusha is one. The maths teacher from the village of Stary Buikiv says she was detained by Russian forces after they discovered she'd been reporting Russian troop movements on the street outside her home and sending the information to contacts in Kyiv. She was taken to a crowded, cold, windowless basement room.
There were more than 10 people there. They held us in the boiler room. Boiler rooms, as you probably understand, are not a fit place to hold people. Most of the people were in the cellar next door, which was only 1.5 by 2 meters. We were standing really close to each other, blindfolded, with our hands tied. They would untie our hands only to let us go to the toilet, so that happened only a few times per day. They would give us water, but as for food, they would give us only very small portions. One soldier came inside and said, "We've been told that we need 4 dead bodies. Choose who this will be." He said that to a young guy I knew, and he volunteered to go with them. It was quite a shock, because how on earth do you choose to be killed? Later, when Ukrainian military came to liberate our village and the other villages next to it, guys were able to escape. When they ran past the local cemetery, they saw the bodies of those 4 men.
Victoria was later removed from the room and taken to several freezing, rat-infested detention centres in southwest Russia, where she says she was brutally punched, beaten with wooden batons and tortured with electric shocks. After many months, during which she and others were ordered to sing the Russian national anthem, Victoria was finally released in a prisoner exchange and returned to her family, who hadn't known until then if she was still alive. Such cases, it seems, are very far from uncommon.
People can be kidnapped and tortured to death for Ukrainian symbols, or for express their loyalty to Ukrainian state as a Ukrainian citizens. And this illegal transferring of Ukrainian children to re-education camps, where they re-educated that they are Russians, is a part of this systematic and deliberate policy.
Now a warrant for the arrest of Russia's President Putin himself has been issued by the ICC. But will this prove merely symbolic, given that Moscow isn't a member of the International Court and doesn't recognise it?
Well, it's certainly true that he won't be arrested anytime soon, but it's a matter of speculation as to whether he will be and when he will be. Now, what this does is put real pressure on his administration. They must understand now that life does not get back to normal. Russia doesn't become a member of the civilized world again until they surrender Putin.
The ICC can do little to enforce their arrest warrant if Vladimir Putin stays in Russia, but that could change if he steps on foreign soil. So, from now on, he'll have to be very careful where he goes.